Last February, News Channel Nebraska sat down with Stanton County Sheriff Mike Unger to discuss how COVID-19 was impacting local law enforcement agencies. A year later, Sheriff Unger said that his department is having an easier time avoiding COVID and has more room in their jail.
We're seeing a lot less. Back in the height of COVID, we really had a hard time getting inmates into jail facilities. I can honestly say we've had limited to no problems probably over the last 12 to 18 months of getting people into jail.
Unger said that in the last 6 months, Stanton County has seen a rise in crimes, mainly involving drugs. When it comes to responding to calls, Unger said his department sometimes doesn't get the chance to think COVID first when heading out to a scene.
I don't think it's changed our response to anything. I think it's just it's part of doing the job, and at times this job can be dangerous for whatever reasons, and that's just another area that can be of a concern. But I have not seen any real change in response or dealing with the general public or violators.
However, Unger said that he and his deputies will take the time that is necessary to prepare for a COVID-related situation, depending on the call.
Depending on what type of a situation was, if it's something that has to be immediately handled, obviously it's going to be done immediately. But if it's time where you would have time to actually glove up or mask up, I'm sure those would be undertaken.
One thing that remains the same from 2022 is the continuance of Zoom being used for pretrial and court hearings. While some hearings are held in person, Unger said a majority aren't and explained why that makes a law enforcement officer's job easier.
Tomorrow we have court, and the last I checked, we actually have 6 Zoom hearings scheduled for 6 different inmates, and we still have to transport 3 others. So instead of transporting 9 inmates, we're only going to have to transport 3, and 5 or 6 will be held through Zoom hearings.
Reporting from Stanton for News Channel Nebraska, I'm Jeremy Skiba.